very good evening to our viewers. Thank you for joining us again tonight on the evening review. My name is Jabela. Tonight on the platform, we are joined by Sem Billy David. He is the Khomas regional chairperson of the Affirmative Repositioning movement, and he has been dealing with a lot of community issues, and he is on the platform tonight to help us reflect on some of those community issues. Thank you very much, Sem, for making time. You deal with a lot of things. One of them is now lately that the Affirmative Repositioning movement, I think in 2015, went to State House. You met with President Hage Geingob, of course, your leaders at the time. And there was this agreement that was signed to provide land, particularly to young people in different towns. And in 2023, there was this excitement that that deal has now come to fruition. But now there seems to be some issues again with those units. If you can walk us through what are the issues there.
Thank you, Tevo. Thank you for receiving me here. Good evening, viewers. On that point, I just want to tackle it this way that a few days ago, I received calls from the beneficiaries of those houses as part of the mass housing project, complaining that since 2023 in February, when the house were handed over by the minister to the beneficiaries, there was an agreement that they are going to receive a transfer of ownership from the city of Windhoek to the beneficiary, so that they can feel that they are now owner of the houses. Mm-hmm. But then they complained that that promise is not yet done up to now. Yet it was promised to be done in 6 months. So they have that back and forth with the city of Windhoek, trying to see the solution or to find a solution on that. So they have a lot of queries of when is that going to be done and when are they going to receive the transfer of ownership. So they wrote to the city of Windhoek CO. They requested for some meetings, but up to now no solutions availed. So that's why yesterday I decided to take it up, and I have also engaged with the CEO. We are now currently trying to find a suitable day to have the meeting and to discuss on that particular issue and make sure that our people have received a concrete answer on that.
Yeah. So the people are already occupying those houses, or they are yet to move in?
They are already in those houses. They have already occupied their houses.
Well, why do you think it's important? I know personally, but for the sake of our viewers, why do you think it's important to have that deed certificate that confirms ownership by these guys?
Well, definitely anything can happen. So we are human beings. So today I live here, tomorrow I'm not here. So some are just here for work. And let's say, not to wish anyone to die or anything, as a father, I can die today, and my daughter would have supposed to claim that ownership of that property and to feel that, yes, this is my father's property. But then if there's no paper that is showing that I'm the owner of that property, how would she going to claim that ownership? Yeah. So that's a very important thing. So yeah, so that's why they need to have that document that proclaim that they are the owner of that property.
Yeah. Is it a lot of people that are affected by this particular issue?
Yes,
I mean, the numbers do not really matter.
The indications of the number, the elven number, is from 619 to 626.
Okay.
So
that about 7 houses.
Means it's 7 to 8 houses. Okay. people have no ownership of their property.
I see. Just clarify again these houses, because you said it's mass housing, and I had said it's from the deal that AR and the government had. Is it the same thing? If you can explain.
Yes, definitely is the same thing. But then one thing that you have also put in mind is that with our Namibian institutions or the Swaziland government, we have these things of okay, let me just put it that as an AR activist, you have to look at the idea, what do you call it, the input and the interest and the impact. So as activists, we went out to mobilize for that mass housing project, but there should be an institution that have to put or to implement that project. But then don't expect media or whoever to say, no, this is a AR project, to put it out to the public that this is a project of AR. So, but we appreciate the effort that they have made, that a portion of that project is done, and houses are being delivered to the masses. So we appreciate that. But then, if you look at the idea, the content of the idea is an AR idea.
Yes. No, I remember. I just wanted to clarify that, because I remember the handover. Professor Mpanda was also in attendance, I suppose, in recognition of his effort and those of others in the AR at that time. So why would the city, I mean, if the houses were handed over in 2023, that's nearly 2 years ago, what is the justification? What are they saying is the delay for just issuing ownership, proof of ownership?
Well, up to now, we are still grinding on that thinking to say what is really the issue, what is the delay. So that's why we are trying now to arrange some meetings with the leadership of City of Windhoek to find out what is really that. Maybe it could be something that they need to explain. Could be something beneficial to the public or to the owners, to the beneficiaries, but then they need to clarify so that people could not just sit in the air. And also, the second thing is that some of these things happens as a matter of campaigning. So sometimes what I have learned, people rush for something to be done, but then they are not ready to put it into action.
So they were just trying to preempt some campaign periods and whatnot. So the occupants of these houses, the beneficiaries, did they buy them? Are they paying anything, or it was just handed to the houses were handed to them for free?
Yes, due to the queries that I have done with the complainant, they said they are still paying.
Okay.
And some of them, they put it clear out that they are paying on their own. That some of them, even that works for the government, they cannot even pay with the subsidies. They have to pay with their own salary.
Because there's no proof of ownership.
Because there's no proof of ownership.
I see.
Yes.
Interesting. Related to that, Sam, you also raised issues in recent days about build together, Shack Dwellers Association. The beneficiaries also struggling. What are the issues there?
Well, that's also the same issue that we have in Windhoek. Remembering that back in 2004, 2005, and I remember those are the years that I also moved to Windhoek, and there was this program that called under Shack Dwellers Federations it's called Community Saving Group. So meaning that a group come together, then they start saving money to buy land. So that was brought to that 89% of Namibian people or Namibian populations, they are not qualified for conventional home loan, and they cannot even access or go to the bank, a commercial bank, to ask a loan to buy either land or to buy a property. So these people, they have organized themselves with a reason that no, they are given a portion of an amount of money that they have to pay to the city of Windhoek, and once they complete that obligations, then they are going to be given a piece of land where they are allowed to build. So then these groups, I remember two that came to me. One is called Ulalelo Ausha or Konguroshi, and the other one is called Step by Step. So they've been paying to City of Windhoek, and they managed to accomplish the obligations, and they paid the lawyer and everything, and the deed of sale was signed. And then they went back to the City of Windhoek. I have all the records, all the proof that everything was done. And they were even informed that, okay, now we have found a land for you. Then we are just going to arrange you so that you can move to the land that we have found, identified for you. So, but then later, the City of Windhoek said, no, the portion of land that we have found for you, you are not going to fit all of you. So we have to find another one, which they found it in Ochomise. But then the process to put that into action was never started. That's number one. The second thing is that they did not receive that transfer of ownership again. So meaning that each and everyone have to get that paper that this is your plot, this is your Elvin, this is where you are going to be. So, and the third thing is that these people are paying taxes, latent taxes, on the current land where they are now. They are divided like A and B. So in one plot is two people in one plot. So now, imagine now these people are paying latent taxes on a land which is not theirs.
Yeah.
Because if I don't have that ownership,
Yeah, proof
that
of ownership.
paper, so that title deed, so I cannot proclaim to say this is my land, but why do I have to pay for something that I don't own?
So they are currently on the land. They're occupying
Which
the
still
land,
belong to City of Windhoek.
but the transfer hasn't taken place.
Yes. So
see.
now, talking about taxes, latent taxes are paid by owners of the land.
Yeah, yeah.
If City of Windhoek is the owner of that land, why is not paying his own tax, latent taxes?
Yeah.
You see, that's a problem.
I hear you. I hear you. We go for a very short break and return with Sem Billy David. We are with Sem David. He is the Khomas regional chairperson for the Affirmative Repositioning movement. There was another issue also that you raised, because you raised a lot of issues here in Khomas, and this one was about this road work that is happening in Katutura. I've spoken about it even I think this week on social media, because I do not understand what is happening there. Your specific concern was these trenches that are not guarded. There are no clear signs. Cars are falling into these trenches. But my specific concern as somebody who visits Katutura a lot is that there's total chaos there. It's queues to the extent that the drivers are no longer paying attention to the traffic lights, whether it's red or green. The cars are just kissing each other, literally, especially there by the Vanaheda Soweto traffic lights, close to the Vanaheda bus stop there. And I experience that usually in the afternoon. And I ask people, my friends and family in Katutura, to say, how do you guys survive in the morning during the rush hours and 5 o'clock on a Wednesday afternoon? And they say you can spend 30 minutes there. Your fuel that you filled up your car is gone, and you have only moved an inch. It's terrible, because this road work, I understand the intention is a good thing, development and whatnot. But how can it take so long to complete? I mean, that road has been going on for so long and there's no progress there. What are your observations? What are you hearing from the communities?
Right. However, there is a huge crisis in the road constructions in Katutura. The first road that has been giving issue is the road from Akana to Havana, Yusave. It's a bit of the inside road, and there's also this new one, Peter Nanyimba road, that was Monte Cristo road. That's a new construction. But that one, from Akana to Havana, Yusave. I don't know. Basically, what I observed is that the contractors that are always given a tender to do the work, I don't know, maybe their capacity of work is compromised. Imagine someone is awarded in a tender and is taking years to be done. For what reason? So there's also a weak management in the city of Windhoek in terms of evaluation, like to follow up how the works are being done in the city. So, or maybe they just don't care. This road has been constructed, get destroyed, get constructed again, get destroyed. It's like there's also a change of contractor. This year is this one, another year is this one. So it's never completed. But then what I have observed, like on that specific road, the engineers, some of them that I spoke to them, they said there's a problem with the flow of water, especially from Havana four-way, inside down to Yusave. So there's a huge amount of water that follows there, but then that is what destroys that road. So then 2023, they decided to make some trench, like to put some pipe underneath so that water can flow there. But then the problem is that the person who was awarded with that contract, I don't know what happened. There's still a lot of questions that we are asking the city of Windhoek. The person started and did not finish with the work. The trench were there, they were just built. And now, when waters are falling, they are making a big trench, open. It's even digging toward the road. Now the road is narrowed because of those trenches that are made by water, and also the left trench that we just constructed there and not completed. So now they didn't even safeguard that area. It's not even safe for the kid. So the other time when I went there, I went in the community engaging with people. I found kids playing there. There's dirty people. They even help themselves inside there. So it's not healthy even for the kid. Now, imagine you are driving, and I have observed that most road users are residing that side of Katutura. So because of the economy that is hitting people, many people have moved to the informal settlement, and that's why you find always the road is congested. There's a lot of cars there. Now, you are driving even during rain. It's raining, you can't even see very well. And here, there are trenches along the road. It's very risky. So that's why more than 5 cars, they fall into those trenches. And especially in the morning or in the evening, drunkard people also are falling into those trenches.
Those who are walking.
Yes, there was even one resident that told me that she's blocking here because she fell on that trench. She was just walking; she couldn't see the trench and fall there when. Then the bone is broken. It's very risky. How can
you also spoke about criminals hiding in some of...
Yes, of course, like on that incident that made me to report that thing, the car that I showed there, when that car fell in, so it was around 10 o'clock in the evening. So this criminal, they came as they want to assist the gentleman, so the owner of the car. But I don't know, maybe the gentleman was carrying some amount of money, or maybe they were following him. So they pretended like they want to help him. Of course, they tried to pull the car out.
Yeah.
Then after they pulled the car out, they said, no, you have to pay us 1.6 thousand.
Yeah.
After then, they have seen that, no, there is a lot of money. They have to grab the bag of money and also the phones. Then they drove off.
Oh, man.
So it's a problem. So now we have been reporting all these issues to the city of Windhoek, but the problem that I have with them, they don't respond, they don't act. But when we take an action, they want to label us or label activists that we are not
unruly and
behaving. But that's only the alternative action that we can take so that our people are being answered.
Which brings me to my next question, because I intended to ask you, why do you think people in a country that has the president, that has ministers, that has councillors, that has the police, somehow the communities are now turning to people like yourself for solutions to their problems? Where do you think that came from? I mean, is it that attitude that you're talking about of non-responsive to the people's needs, or where is it coming from?
Well, I have realized that people have overlooked their people that they have trusted for so long. Mainly is that people have had hope in them, but they have lost their hope in them. So, and the second thing is that when they observed what we have been doing in the community, they begin to gain that hope again. That's why they believed in us now, looking at the action that we take, and also the tactic and sophistications that we apply to make sure that we get a solution. And also, I like what Thomas Sankara said. He said the fundamental idea, or let's say you cannot carry out a fundamental change without applying an amount of madness. Sometimes we are called madness and people that are not okay, but sometimes we take actions so that we get what our people want. There was an incident that we did 2020, you remember, there was toilets in Havana that were built with some pot. So City of Windhoek was supposed to remove those pots and throw them away. So, but then we reported this issue, but then City of Windhoek was just quiet. That time was the mayor was Madam Kahongo. So what we did, we decided to take buckets and we informed them that we are going to remove those bucket with their waste and drop them at your office. And we were really up to do it. Just few minutes before we take them out, the mayor and the delegations of City of Windhoek, they were there, they came themselves to remove them. It's just a tactic that we use so that we can drive them to come and do what people want. So, and that is what making people to believe that we have tactic that can bring a solution.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Sam, thank you very much for making time.
Welcome. I appreciate it. I know, and I hope I'll come back here again.
Yeah, no, it's almost election. It's also an election year, so you must come and share with us your plans for Khomas, if you are participating, of course, in the local authorities and whatnot. Yeah, thank you for coming.
Okay.
That is Sem Billy David. He's a Khomas regional chairperson for the Affirmative Repositioning movement, filling us on a myriad of issues affecting the region's residents and the solutions that need to be found as a matter of agency. Thank you for watching.